Freeman with Cockpit Conversation. I am very fortunate today to have Herman, who is the president and publisher of the Nashville Business Journal. She just explained to me that she's been with the paper over 20 plus years, and I just want to talk to Kate about how she got to where she is and the traits that it takes to become an executive in the publishing industry. So Kate, so how long you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville 12 years, and I came to Nashville to be president and publisher, but I actually started in classified advertising sales 25 years ago, yeah.
So you work your way up?
I did.
And how did you do that? What did it require for you to go from selling ads to becoming the president of the Nashville Business Journal? That's a big leap.
It's always interesting because I went to school for elementary education, so this is not at all what I went to school for. But when I got out, I thought, I'll look into what else I maybe would want to do, and started with a sales job, and sales to hit for me. So I thought, okay, I'll see what this is all about. And really trained myself then once I got to that point and found something that was comfortable and seemed to fit my personality and my talents. But over time then, it was training myself. I mean, I was constantly reading books, constantly listening to books on tape, talking to people, saying how's the best way to do it, learning. The other thing, too, is I've always been the type of person that really wants to do the best job I possibly can. So
That's very important.
I always had that in mind, too. Like, how can I get better at this? How can I be the best in this industry if I'm going to stay in it? And so that was really my mission. I actually didn't have an idea of, someday I want to be publisher. That came a little bit later. But when I first started, I'm like, I just really want to be good at something. I want to be good at this.
Excuse me 1 second. I still have to fly the plane a little bit. Memphis Center 567 Echo Romeo. We're direct Chattanooga. Echo Romeo.
I'm glad you're still flying the plane.
Yeah. We want to keep doing that. So I got to push this button right here, and then we'll be on our way to Chattanooga. So you trained yourself. You trained yourself, and you became the publisher. How much work did that require? I mean, and how much vision did that require to get to be where you are?
It's hard work. I knew I wanted to earn more money. I was motivated by money. I knew I wanted to move up in positions. And I also knew that I wanted to help other people, so that was also a piece of it, too. I liked collaborating with other people once we figured out how to do something right, And so I think that's how maybe I shared my leadership skills early, was not just thinking about myself, but thinking about others too. How about you?
Well,
did you always know?
I didn't know that I was going to be a CEO of a company or have the success, but like you, I wanted to put myself in a position to help other people. I didn't mind working hard, much like you did. There were no CEOs in my neighborhood where I grew up, probably no presidents or publishers in your career when you first started. So I just believe that leadership, working hard, having a vision for yourself, and never giving up is a way to get to where you want to go. But you spent a year in the classroom as a teacher.
I did.
A substitute teacher.
Yeah.
And how was that?
That's hard. So I was, new college grad, so
they took advantage of you.
And you can, at the time I could substitute for any age. So I was doing high school. I was doing, I felt like I was almost just out of high school and I was teaching high schoolers. But you walk into a room at the beginning of the day, and a lot of times, teachers have to do plans before they're out. But a lot of times they're not great plans. They're thinking they're going to be back the next day, and they're out sick or whatever. So you're picking up wherever they left off. The kids know you don't know what you're doing. I mean, it's really difficult, But I think it taught me to be on my toes, and how, given any situation, okay, how do I make the best of this? And just do the best that I can. So as far as just having to wing it, I think that's where I learned my winging skills.
Well, so learning how to wing it in the classroom with a bunch of kids led you somehow to become the president and publisher. Your hard-working skills, your leadership, you're willing to be collaborative. All those are very important. And the Nashville Business Journal is an awesome newspaper where you tout the success stories of entrepreneurs and other businesses. I'm going to ask you one more question, and then we'll close this interview up. But in all the people that you've interviewed a bunch of people in that paper, Nashville is full of successful entrepreneurs and business people. What are a couple common traits that you've noticed with those individuals?
I think some of them we've talked about here. So, of course, they're hard workers. They've done it for years. They've stuck at it. I think focus is a big thing that I hear a lot. They stay focused with what they're doing because it's easy to get sidetracked and think you should be on to something else. And then having sight of a bigger picture, like why are they doing it?
Why is big.
Why is big.
Yes.
You know, because you can be in a job and you can be thinking for yourself, but I think the real leaders think beyond that. And what does that mean? And what are they bringing to their community, the world, their customers, whatever it may be. So they're thinking bigger than that. And then I think the other thing, you know, and I talk with a lot of people too, is learning. Okay, after you're being a lifelong learner and you're taking in all this information and you're learning the best you can, what piece of it is you then?
Yes.
You know, what are you bringing to the table that's uniquely you? Because that's ultimately what's going to make you successful within the confines of all this education that you've given yourself.
Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. It's a beautiful day here as we
a beautiful day.
Travel at about 300 miles an hour.
And my breathing has calmed down.
And that's good.
I'm out of my comfort zone here, so I appreciate you asking me.
Well, I appreciate you being willing to come out of your comfort zone. So this is Daryl Freeman with Kate Herman, Cockpit Conversations. Thankful to Kate for saying yes, even though she was very nervous. So we're going to sign off here, Daryl Freeman and Kate Herman with the Nashville Business Journal. Thank you very much.
Thanks.